Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing the book An American Beauty by Shanna Abe, and this tells the story of Arabella Huntington, who comes from crazy poverty to becoming the mistress and then the wife of Collis Huntington, who was one of the tycoons of the Golden Age in the 1860s. And the story starts off, she is living with her family in Richmond, Virginia after the war, and they're doing what they need to do to survive. They, she is at a gambling parlor, which is probably also a brothel. It doesn't really go into that, but it probably is a brothel. And she comes across a man named Cutlass Huntington. And relatively quickly, according to the novel, I don't really know too much about her other than this novel. And she becomes the mistress pretty quickly of Collis Huntington and moves her and her family of I think 8 to New York City and has her own establishment there, and she even has her own finances in case something goes wrong. So she does not want to become poor again. So she does what she needs to do to secure her and her family's future. And I really enjoyed this book. I think she kind of did what she needed to do for the time in order to not go back to a poor existence. And I didn't know too much about her. I mentioned to my mother that I was reading this book, and she actually made a point of telling me that she got to go to the Huntington Library when she lived in California, and she said it was really beautiful, and I've heard other people say that it's absolutely beautiful. So if you've been, let me know. And okay, this is kind of funny. We're gonna I guess tail off from the actual book review. I've been reading a lot about the Gilded Age for some reason. That drug that that's kind of um, drug me in, and I didn't realize until yesterday there is a series called The Gilded Age about the Gilded Age, and it is by Julian Fellows, who created Downton Abbey, and I heard it's really really good. And just if it's anything about if you know anything about Downton Abbey, he does his research, and so I'm into seeing that and also reading more about the Gilded Age. I've yeah, so I'm gonna be watching the Gilded Age. Is it good? Let me know if it's good and if you've seen it, because I might get my mother and I to watch it during over Christmas, the Christmas holidays. So other than that, okay, Gilded Age, Bella Huntington, Gilded Age. See, it fits in its own way. So yeah, this book is really, really, really interesting. Um, the narrator does a good job. I listened to this on Audible, and the narrator really does a great job with all the accents. And, um, she did what she had to do for the times to, to keep her family out of poverty. And she also did a lot for charity, which is fairly positive because some of those people, they just had balls run one right after the other, and it was just craziness. But she gave a lot to charity, um, so that's really positive. I don't want to give too much away about how the ending. My eyebrows kind of went up when I found out what happened after the guy died, because it was a big age difference. I think there was a 30-year age difference. So she's 17, he is 47. So there is a big age difference. But she was the mistress of him, of Collis Huntington, for I think 20 years, and then she became his wife, and he died at 80. So, yeah, they spent most of his life together, and most of hers too. So, so that is interesting that something did happen after he died, which I'm not going to give too much away about that because that is also a spoiler. So I will see you all in the next video. I'm not sure what that will be or when that will be. Um, so let me know if you have read anything about the Gilded Age, if you've read this book, or if you've watched the Gilded Age on HBO. I'm not sponsored by HBO. I'm just, I found out just yesterday it's on HBO. So let me know if you've read it or watched it. If you've read this book or watched The Gilded Age. I love talking to you guys. I love comments. I love, I just love our YouTube reading community. So I will see you all in the next video. When and what that is, I don't know. Bye, guys.